and a terror reach on the way.
Welcome back and happy Black History Month. We are here with your Purple Pants Premonitions for the month of February 2026. And if you know, you know. You can't do a premonitions without the gangster to the Gary to the DeAndre. Let's welcome back to the podcast our co-host of the Purple Pants Premonitions, Mr. Gary DeAndre. Happy Black History Month. How are you?
Happy Black History Month, Diva. Listen, it's our time. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. I'm actually glad that we are out of the month of January because she was a rude one. Okay. I was going to say, in the words of Azalea Banks, okay, she was a rude Spanish niche. Okay. She was rude. Okay. Like, I'm so glad that she's done. And I don't know. Today just feels like hope. Okay.
Okay. Well,
It feels like hope. That's honestly like the way that I would say it. The sun is shining, even though it is in the negatives or in like the low degrees or whatever. But I'm grateful and I'm blessed. So happy to be here. Happy to
yes.
see everybody again.
Yes. I concur. January, she was a little rough around the edges,
Mm-hmm.
but not all negative. I felt like in January, I was able to like find my pace and set
Mm-hmm.
routines. And so I was really grateful for that. I did feel like as I'm moving along and getting into my routines, I felt like there was some turbulent ways
Yeah.
by the way of my employer. Like my job was really trying it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just felt personally attacked. And so I felt like it was coming at me from all over.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to take a second, like Mama D said, in that order.
Okay.
And,
Let
I had to
me catch my
sit.
breath. Yes. Okay.
Okay, sit with myself. And although I felt like I was being personally attacked on my job, I had to
Mm-hmm.
take accountability to say, like, well, I wasn't doing, I was doing A, C, and E, but I
Mm-hmm.
was forgetting about the D,
And
the
the B.
A. I was forgetting other little things. And so, although the job can go, the job could go where it could go, but we do need our job. We do need our health insurance. And, I do have to work. And so it really, in the
Do
midst,
we really have to work, Diva? Like, is that
well, I
really
mean,
like I wasn't asked to be born into this girl. I didn't ask to work. I did not come here for
you,
that. I came here to
you
eat
are.
berries and lay with my legs open. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. Okay. But here we are working the house down,
You
unfortunately.
are right. It does like reminds me of like when I was younger and I would like go to my grandmom's house, like my uncles and the people on the block, they will always go like to the corner store and play the lottery. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I feel like why the older generation does that because it is real ghetto out here.
Yes, it
However,
is.
um, with just my job being like, I just felt like I was dodging, they was just attacking me. I did have to take accountability. And I'm like, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
haven't really been on my A game. And so it was, instead of me taking it as such, I was like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? Let me get back on the good foot. Okay.
Okay.
Minus the
Okay.
artist that says that song. But I was like, you know what? Let me get back on this road that I need to
Pony.
be on because if I'm
Just
doing all
riding
this
my
other stuff,
pony.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took it as a positive of, although, they tried me, but like I took it as a positive, like, you know what? Let me demonstrate to them who this Brice Izyah is currently. And so,
Mm-hmm.
I am excited for February because it's like, a lot of things going on, a lot of things moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I have this foundation of January of like building routines, eating healthy, working out, really trying to get my spirit together so that, you know, I can keep moving forward. And although I am getting tried, it doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
it's the end of the world, right? Like it
Yes.
means, okay, people is always going to try you. It's how you react, how you do what you do in those moments. And so I just feel like that was really my teachable moment in
Yeah.
January. And so I won't even say she was negative. Like, she tried me, I saw her, I paid it dust, and I kept it moving forward.
It was information. Like,
Yes.
honestly, it was information, and you get to choose what you want to do with said information. You feel what I'm saying? Because I love that you kind of like framed it as, okay, like, you're doing a lot right now, sister. But you know what? At least I know what you're looking for from me. At least I
Hello.
know what you expect of me. So that way there is no confusion about how I'm choosing to show up. Okay, thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do. Okay, listen, a couple little things fell by the wayside, but that don't mean that we can't get back up on the good food. That don't mean we can't get back up on the horse and ride it. Okay,
But
like, baby. So
listen,
saddle up, pony up. Okay,
uh,
get your lassos out, diva.
but
Okay, because it's time to rally it up.
what was that movie with Martin Lawrence and Vivica A. Fox? Two could play that game. Okay,
Mhm.
I could
Okay,
get up on my good foot too. But guess what? Two could play that game. So my job, get up on your good foot because
because
I
I'm
did
getting up the foot.
okay, because I did start a little document that said hostile work environment. And I said, you know what? Let me keep track of all of these interactions and all of these
Mhm.
things. Cause you want me to perform. I need you to perform too. So,
Okay,
I
okay.
just getting myself together. So I'm excited for what February has. It is Valentine's Day, the day of
Mhm.
love. That's why I got my red on. Um,
Okay. Well, I'm
so
black, just like my heart. I'm
okay,
kidding.
well
My heart is
listen.
not black, y'all. I know that. But I get it. I'm glad you're channeling the vibration of love, of amour, of passion, okay? Of action. Because red is really just like, channeled action. And it makes me think of how you just like channel your power. You know what I'm saying? And just like
Mm,
claiming and reclaiming your power, which is what I think that January has honestly, based on what you've shared, set you up to do. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Because it's just like, where were you kind of like having your own tendrils in me about how you see me? And like, okay, now that I know how you see me and I see you, we see each
We
other.
see each other.
Like, okay, now I know what I'm doing. And that is actually like a gift because now you know what I'm saying? You know how to move without the insecurity, you know what I'm saying? Or like the wondering about like, am I doing what I need to do? Because it's like, well, as long as I'm doing what you told me to do, then that means I should be good, diva, correct? Like there should be no issues. And if there is an issue, if there's an issue, we could talk about it, but there should be no issue based on I did what you said. But don't get me started, child, because you know me, I get turned up, okay, in here. Okay, listen.
Listen, you speaking my language.
Okay, but I get
But
it.
yeah, and it's a lot. And so I feel like it doesn't just transcend to work. I feel like it could be interpersonal relationships. It could
Yeah.
be within your own self, where like, you could be trying yourself. Your friends could be trying you. Your partner could be trying you. Your neighbors, child, because with this snow and these parking spots, I don't know what
Um,
area y'all are in, but baby, it's real. People can try you.
Especially up here in the mid, that snow. Yeah. Glad I don't drive. I also looked at my phone and I was talking with my best friend who's in town. Shout out to my bestie Scotty, all my Aquarius out there. And I realized I have not been on the MTA since they changed the like price to like $3. Like I think the last time I was on the MTA was December 10th of last year. And it is February 1st. I have not left my neighborhood. And if I have left my neighborhood, where was she? Riding in the back
Okay.
of
At the
somebody's car.
bodega with the bodega cat.
Okay, because I am Bodega Baddie, and that okay, and that is my Bodega Daddy. Y'all be seeing him on the TikTok, okay, moving around. But no, I just feel like the snowstorm stuff is this like own thing. I also identify with like what you shared this month around like recognizing how people see you and like not necessarily it's not like y'all not on the same page, but it's just like, okay,
Right.
now I know what you're expecting of me. And like, do I want to show up in that expectation? Or that's not an expectation that I think I can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know, Diva, that doesn't align with my spirit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't align with my zhuzh, my flow. And for me, I feel like this past month was like, I would say that even though there was a lot of grief, there was a lot of like conflict, there was a lot of awareness and a lot of, I feel like, actualizing into who I know myself to be, but also letting other people see that. You feel what I mean? And then when people see me in a specific way, being able to combat that and be like, that's not how I get down. You feel what I'm saying? Simple things like, oh, somebody comes into town, you supposed to see them. And you know, sometimes when people come into town, it's like, oh yeah, I'll catch you, but then sometimes the things don't happen.
Sometimes other stuff happens.
And I didn't realize that sometimes people be really upset about that. Like, because you know me, I'm gonna be like, listen, we catch each other, but like, I'm all about divine timing. And some people are really, really serious about that stuff. And it's like, whoa. I didn't know we was doing all that, first and foremost. But like, now I know where you're coming from. You feel what I'm saying? And then it also starts, for me, those like interactions or those revelations started to put puzzle pieces together for me, if that makes sense, or like illuminated information regarding certain relationships in my life and the space that they have been occupying in my mind, and whether or not they continue to remain in that space, or if they, you know what I'm saying, they got a pit, okay, they can put them on a pink slip, or it's like, girl, like, you don't exist no more, or like, you're hired, you're my new elite employee, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and figuring out like where people occupy space. I also had like, I had somebody come to me talking about, mind you, reached out to, listen, I will always say this, and you know that I will always stay on a man's neck. I don't care. Because man or not, I know I'm a mess, and you deserve to be on men's necks. I don't care. 100%. Stick it to them. Anyway, somebody was like, oh yeah, like, came to me talking about, I want to, you know, get to know you as a friend, blah, 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 whatever. And you know how we are as lovers, as friends, just as people, as humans. We care, we empathize, we show up in the way that we like know how to show up. And then when we allow ourselves to get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? They get to know a different side of it. They get to know the true version of us because I've created that space with you. And then when it comes to be like, so I noticed these red flags, and the fact that this happened in like another friendship, I would be stupid to think it wouldn't happen to me. Okay. Don't know how you got to that. I'm like, so basically you want to take the highlights of my negativity and then plaster it up in 4K to justify a feeling that you have that has literally no validity in the course of my life if you really zoom out. You feel what I'm saying? Also, in the space of what are relationships that are good for me, that I know that are good for me, and what are also relationships where I know that other people have said what they have had to say about certain things, and I'd be like, no, because and they always prove me right. Like, they always prove me wrong because I be giving too much leverage. You feel what I'm saying? Like doing more emotional lifting for others than they do for themselves, and then they do for me. And you know what, Mimi? Not no more. Okay. Okay. She's gone. She died right over there. Okay. Because I was like, you know what, King, respected, sending you love, block. And that was it. And I honestly don't have the time for anything less than that, because I know who I am. I know what I bring. And like, it's quality, bit. It's like gourmet. Okay. It's luxury. It's lush. The energy, the love, you know what I'm saying? The presence that I bring in my own special way. And just because you have this perception of me, I don't have to agree with that. I don't have to take it. I'm going home. And that's the vibe that I feel like I'm stepping into this month, or sauntering, as they used to say back in the day when I was at Morehouse. I'm sauntering into this month with the energy of, you can either get with it or you can get lost. Because the thing about it is just like, I know I'm a work in progress. I know how to take accountability. I know how to also communicate, and I can give that to people, You know what I'm saying? And if they do
Right.
not respect or receive said communication, that's not my problem. And that's not my emotional weight to carry either. You feel what I'm saying? And we as Black people, especially as gay Blacks, okay, we got too much going on to be dealing with all of that. Okay. We just trying to live and not just survive, but thrive out here. So if that's how you want to feel, dog, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's for work. Okay. That's for relationships. Okay. That's for family. Because it's no tea, no shade. They can get it too. Okay. Like the list just continues to go on. So, and the thing about it is like, it would be different if it was coming from a place of like arrogance or like ignorance, but it's actually the most divine version of self-love and self-actualization. Living in, you know what I'm saying, like this timeline. And a lot of people don't acknowledge that because everybody is so quick to or focused on everybody else and maintaining the status quo instead of focusing on your own. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to roll with the crowd. I'm good on that. It never worked for me. Okay. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna worry about Heidi. All right. That's where I'm gonna focus. So yeah, January was like grief, loss, you know what I'm saying? Sadness, lots of tears, but also it was this feeling of I'm just gonna swing it around and see what y'all feel about it. And because I don't care. This is what I've been doing the whole time in my house by myself. Now I'm giving you a peek into the reality of me. And I was in the New York Post last month too. Like, girl, you can't tell me nothing. Like, and that's just the beginning, Diva. It's I will say you will be annoyed with me if you are a secret hater because I'm about to be on next all year long. All year long. Except maybe because I hate the summer because like the summer's hot and like my titties be sweating and everything. You know, hair be messed up, girl. Like that's the only time where I be trying to hide out. But like like I'm gonna be on it all year long. But we gonna manifest all year long. Catch that.
Okay.
Okay.
Caught it. I'm here for it.
Period, Diva. But yes, February is just exciting. It's a beautiful month. I feel like, you know, it's a perfect month. 4 days or 4 weeks of each day. You know what I'm saying? It looks beautiful on the calendar. We have a full moon literally on the first day of February, which is today. The full moon is at, I want to say like 5:18 p.m. 5:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So shout out to all my moon girlies out there that follow the moon. And this first full moon of the month is in Leo. And do you know any Leos?
Possibly.
Okay. And what would you say? What's their vibe?
What's the month? What's the time span?
End of July, like late July to like middle of August.
Okay. Well, one of my best friend's birthdays, August 20th. Is that or August 10th? Okay. So
yeah,
okay.
That's definitely Leo vibes.
So I mean strong energy. Very strong energy, very opinionated. Not quick to show emotion, but has very like strong emotions. And so you know, that's just some characteristics I could think of my Leo bestie.
Yeah, very passionate. Okay, takes up space. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know that person exists. You know that person is in the room. You know that person has an opinion. If they have not said opinion, you can probably read it in their aura or on their face.
That is true.
Okay. And I want to say, like, in what we are like stepping into right now, it's this season of really just like actualizing who you know you are. You know what I mean? Like, and like allowing that part of yourself, allowing that fire, that passion, that desire to just like be seen. Because at the end of the day, as much as we may try to act like we don't want to be seen, we want to be acknowledged. We want to be valued. We want to be loved. But not just loved in you know what I'm saying? Like the projection of what you want me to be in who I actually am. You know what I'm saying? And understanding like the layers of that. And that is something that Leo is very, very good about. And since this is a full moon, I want you to think about a couple of things. This is an opportunity for celebration because we are literally in the last full moon of the year of the snake. The year of the snake ends on 2/17, February 17th. And then I know y'all have been seeing everything on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever, Snapchat, maybe. I don't use that because I'm old. But you've been seeing everywhere about this fire horse energy. 1 year, da-da-da-da-da, this is snap. And it's like, that's what's like getting ready to load. And if you think about it, like the year of the snake has been a lot of shedding, a lot of release, a lot of letting things go, a lot of like becoming a new version of yourself. And we forget that as the snake sheds, it leaves its skin behind. You feel what I'm saying? It leaves like the physical remnants of you knowing that that snake shed. That's how you know it was a snake in the area. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you let the girlies know how you moving? How do you let the girlies know how you showing up? How do you let the girlies know, like, okay, you might have got me on that in 2023, Diva, but in 2026, I got your number. Not on my watch, said a Yanla, okay? And that's what this is. Like, I feel like it's like doing the last little bit of cleaning up, the last little bit of closure. So that way, once that new energy gets here, baby, you ain't got to hit the ground running. But I mean, you know, you can start your little gallop. Okay.
I'm a slither. Okay.
Okay. Not slither. Okay, come on, slither. Slither for a couple days and then turn into a horse and you go. Okay, because I'll be ride out. Okay. Roll out. That's gonna be my vibe. Okay, but not too much because like that is like right around Pisces season. Because your birthday coming up too. Okay. With shout out to the Pisces and the Aquarius for all y'all's beautiful birthdays this month. But I want you to really think about this is like the testing ground for all the things that you learned in January. Put them, you know, try them on for size. It's like, you know, I just got a new cute outfit. I'm about to take her for a spin, see what the streets think, see what I feel like in it. Because I got to dress up in it. Is it uncomfortable to the skin? You know what I'm saying? Is it heavy? Like, does it make me sweat? Like, how do you dress up in that? And how do you actually like take in what this identity, what this like version of you just like allowing yourself to be the star, honestly? How do you allow yourself to just like really encompass that and like receive that? And then after we got the full moon, we have the new moon in the middle of the month as well in Aquarius. So this is really all about like you being in a space where you are thinking about like the community that you are like working with. And like, I would not be surprised if we start to see even more like movements, even more like protests, even more like groups of people being created because of like common themes, like common like desires, common values, and like those types of groups of folks like starting to grow in their own specific way. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like finding other people that you have like shared interests with that you can use to be of benefit to the collective. Cause like it's crazy out here. ICE is running around BS. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all know, we do not, no shame about calling out the BS. Okay. Like no shame. It's crazy what is happening. They are killing everybody.
They're not just killing the blacks, okay?
Not no more. I saw somebody was like, can they go back to like the old like police brutality? Like, oh, when it was just killing black people, or killing people of color. Now that you got, you know what I'm saying, Miss I forgot her name, honestly.
Renee Nicole.
Yes. Now that this is happening, now you want to be like, and Alex Prietti that got shot the other week. No. Okay. And everybody has their place in the movement. Everybody has their place in this work. You know what I'm saying? There are people that are on the front lines. There are people that are in their houses like me doing work. You feel what I'm saying? Doing spiritual work to fight against that energy. everybody has their place in this fight, and I want to encourage you to take your place in this fight, not just for that, but also for yourself. That's what this month of February is. Where are you in the fight for yourself and in the fight of you showing up as who you know that you feel like inside, and you allow other people to be introduced to that? So I want to frame that. I also want to frame, I have this wonderful book that I've been using. It's a daily horoscope planner. The Astro Twins, there's some really wonderful folks that created this. They have this in like another daily horoscope book that I've been like reading out of, to just kind of like get like the vibes of the day. And since we are like close to the full moon and people will be looking at this around that for the most part, I thought it'd be really, really helpful for us to read kind of just like what the energy of the full moon is bringing.
Yes.
So it says St. Valentine is swinging by early this year, so might as well make the celebration a double header. As the year's only full moon in Leo brings peak passion to this Sunday, there could be rapid developments in your romantic life. If you've been stuck in a nebulous situationship, this lunation can push things in a more definitive direction over the coming 2 weeks, which is peak manifesting time. Already attached? Time to quit sweeping that topic under the rug and search for creative solutions instead. If you're in a good place, bring more fun and play into your bond. If there's more to life than paying the bills. This fame-fueling full moon can make you a head turner and a headliner. If you've been hustling to achieve, you could soon be taking a strut down life's long red carpet. If you want this newfound level of fame to last more than 15 minutes, challenge yourself to be even more of a leader than you already are. So I just want to name it. We are obviously leaders. We are obviously leading. We've been leading for a long time. And the thing about it is, like, I think that as time has gone on, we have just allowed ourselves to be even more authentic, full, raw versions of ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a, we've been grinding for ages in our own separate paths and together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just feels like this is the time to know that it's coming, because you felt that it's coming. It's been affirmed to you that it's coming. I'm not just talking to us. I'm talking to everybody. It's been told to you that it's coming. It's been brought up from people that you didn't even ask. Didn't even know that you was thinking about that for me. Because I didn't say that to you. Not a word, Mimi. Okay? Not a word, Tanya. And I don't know how you coming up in here telling me about what you see for me. Okay. And I feel like this is the vibration to live in. Like I was talking about earlier, dressing up in it, taking it off. Like, dress up in that. Because the more that you command it, the faster it comes. That's an old trick. The more that you command it, because you don't ask for it with, like, if you want something and you really want it, you're not about to go in there half-stepping, baby. You about to be prepared. You about to have your notes. You done did your research. You come in ready to go with the facts. Like, if you were Elle Woods, okay, you would be eating right now, laying it all out. So if you come with that, baby, it's all yours. You just have to be ready to receive it when it shows up. And then when it shows up once, guess what, Diva? It's going to show up again and again and again and again. So I want you to really move into that in this month of February. How does that sound?
I receive it. No, I command it.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm excited. Listen, I'm excited. Y'all know how I get. It's also, we have committed now to like more likely like recording on Sundays, because it always feels #correct. And I just feel, listen, the blessings of the Lord is here. I can feel it in the atmosphere. The blessings of the Lord is here. Okay, come on now. And that's the vibe that we're giving on today. So I figured we would get into our card of the month,
Okay.
kind of see what is happening in the ethers energetically. I did want to shout out like all the people that like reached out about last month's premonitions,
Yes.
because there were a lot of people that were just like, no, like this, you speaking to me. Like somebody actually reached out and was like, yeah, like I was watching something else and then it like went on to this. And I was like, oh, I listened like the first 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden I've listened to the whole thing twice.
Mm.
And they're not like a listener of ours. It literally just like popped up.
Welcome.
Okay. Bienvenido. Okay. Bienvenidos a nuestra. What do I want to say? Nuestra encarnación en este momento. Okay. Our little incarnation. Okay. We welcome you in this timeline. But we're grateful for everybody that just like reaches out and like connects with us like about the work. And I just want to say like thank you for seeing us, and obviously we see you. And I feel like last month was really like spot on for people. I feel like it was spot on for me as far as like using the tools that like I have in my tool belt and like not being scared of them. And like there was a message that I got actually like 3 or 4 times within like the same day that was all around like, you have been responsible for so many people's elevation. You have been responsible for so many people's like growth in themselves, in their work, in just like their confidence. And like you do not give yourself enough credit.
Talk about it.
And I'm not just saying that to me, I'm saying that to you as well. Like you have been responsible for so many people's elevation. You've been responsible for so many people having a voice, wanting to put their hat in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to forget that either. And I'm grateful and blessed to be like doing this at this time with you. Glad I got my sunglasses on because you know me, child. You know I'm an emotional little girl. But we are really doing our big one. And I want you to also know that deeply, because I know that I am saying this to you, and I'm saying this to you for people that do not have the capacity to say it to you. You know what I'm saying? Or people that have said it like around, but it hasn't gotten to you, and you deserve to hear that. So that's what you know.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. So, Heavenly Father, Earth Mother, who love us unconditionally, thank you so much for this blessing of today. Thank you for allowing me, Gary DeAndre, and Brice Izyah to do this work on this February 2026. Whatever tea is supposed to be for the month of February, thank you so much for the elevation of our ancestors, known and unknown. Thank you so much for the elevation of our land spirits that are walking with us. Thank you so much for the elevation of all our spirit guides and all our pet ancestors that are walking with us in this moment and helping us to elevate this message. And we just want to thank you for every single person of color, every single person of African descent, every single person that has been working in order to be able to get us to be here in this very moment in time, existing in this timeline, to be able to be the most proud version of ourselves. We just want to say thank you for lifting us up and all the work that you did before to allow us all to get here. Now, whatever the tea is supposed to be for the month of February, allow it to be so. Thank you so much for the blessings that are here and that are on the way. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Ashe. Okay. This is a month of like not forgetting where you came from. You know what I'm saying? This is a month of like not forgetting, not just like how you have gotten to like where you are, but like how time before you got you to where you were. So that way you can really sit in this like understanding and awareness of like, you're doing a great job. And if you feel conflict with that, like I'm doing a great job, I need you to address that. This goes for anybody, you know what I'm saying? No matter what race, sexuality, identity, whatever. I need you to address that. Because the thing about it is like you chose to be here now in this time, living the life that you live in for a reason. And if you cannot connect to that gratitude, that is something that I really want you to investigate this month. Because we are so close to like this opportunity for you to actually leverage the energy that is taking place around you to your highest benefit and really just like dip your toes in the water, girl. I'm not telling you to create a masterpiece. I'm telling you to get the easel. I'm telling you to get the paint. I'm telling you to get the vision.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And this is a prime opportunity for you to be able to just begin and feel your way through it, not make it perfect. Because if you think about the people that you love, whether it's actor, reality TV star, musician, whoever, it was their authenticity. It was the way that they spoke, the way they carried themselves, the way that they believed in themselves that attracted you to them. So I want you to use them as your mirror to see that within yourself. I really want you to just remember how much work it took, not just to get you here, because everything's not great, and like the things that are happening are like the consequences and like the results of like your choices, but that doesn't mean that you have to villainize them. That does not mean that you have to paint them in this black and white like dichotomy. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's really about the way that you give yourself grace and you give yourself space, diva. Give yourself grace and gratitude for what you have done to get here. Because listen, it ain't easy. If you think about the last 5 years of your life, somebody literally just told me this in a reading that I had. Think about all of what you've accomplished over the last 5 years. If you really sat down. And like, I had to say with myself, and I'm like, no, Tina the talking tummy has been turning it, okay? Like, you've been eating magazines, book publications, articles, okay? Making money. Like, pretty much, I will say this. January, I've been taking like whatchamacallit over the last couple of like months or whatever, just like writing down every day that I make money. Because in my mind, I was like, something about this is showing me that like this is going to help you make more. Out of the 31 days in January,
okay,
without like payday from like my job, how many days you think? I just want to see what you think.
I'm gonna say 28.
26.
84%
84% of the month, there was some sort of like financial.
Come on, statistics.
Okay, listen, because I have to do my maths. Okay, I did, go to school for. I did not go to school for maths, but I was really good at math, and I also was like a first grade teacher, so I'm all about the numbers. Okay, so I was like, and the thing about it is like this is not the first month. This is like the second or third month that has happened, where it's like 80% or above. And like I was, plugging it in, and it was like, no, like that's not just like starting, like, girl, that's like you're in your groove.
So and you don't even recognize that, because child, hearing about your so imagine what it would be like if you were to command it, if you were to give yourself grace for what you have been through, and you show up. Imagine when you because child, it sounded like you was operating at 47%.
Yeah,
spiritually in January. So imagine what it would be like if you were, child, operating at 60%.
I wish I could tell you the tingles in my body that I felt while you said all of that. And like the thing about it is like, I don't know, for all my human design girlies out there, me and you can talk about that offline. But like for all my human design like practitioners out there, I'm a projector, and projectors are people that like wait for the invitation in life. And it's like once you receive a specific invitation and it's like a vibration that feels like aligned to you, you start seeing things develop in that, because one, you don't have to receive every invitation, and two, you receive invitations that like excite you, and those get you down the road. That's how I got to where I am today, without knowing that was like what my design is. Following the breadcrumbs has been what's gotten me here. And in one of these little like readings that I had or what have you, the thing about it is it's always said that your 100% is really like somebody else's 100% is your 80%. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so if I really was like on a bean, I can get into that. So I want you to channel that. You, everybody's listening out there, like, how do you channel that vibration of like, not just commanding it, not just confidence, but like the affirmation of knowing like what you're doing is right for you. And if you feel like it's not right for you, you are allowed to pivot. So, card of the month. I just pulled it off the top.
Okay.
We have the Elder of Flags coming out in reverse. Now, I'm going to show you the Elder of Flags upright, just so y'all can get in the beautiful design that Jess created. Shout out to Jess, the creator of like the majority of like these images. And the Elder of Flags is representative for my traditional tarot girlies out there, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is really someone, or the Elder of Flags in this case, is someone that shows up. They have the vision. They have the plan. They've got the idea. They got the blueprints. They got the numbers written. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like, they are who I would think is like Mr. Logic. You know what I'm saying? Miss Logic. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I want you to be in a space where you are recognizing how you get into that, because it's coming upright, or excuse me, upside down. Because it's coming up in reverse, it's making me want to tell you all out there, like, you're already at high capacity. You are doing high quality work on a regular basis. You are doing wonderful things, beautiful gowns, okay? Beautiful, beautiful gowns. But like, do you see it as that? And like, where do you need to get more jiggy with it? Okay, where do you need to recognize, like, maybe what I just said spoke life into you, dog? You know what I'm saying? About like, you already there, act accordingly. That's what this is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, how, I'll
Okay.
ask you a question. Are you a Zeus baddie or no?
I'm a I'm a Zeus baddie.
Okay. So I have not watched Zeus in quite some time because, like, the commodification of baddies. Natalie Nunchin, shout out to you. You're doing your big one. She is the new rap diva. Okay, she's taking the spot of Nicki Minaj.
Who?
She is
Who?
what she wants. But anyway, Stunner Girl, I saw her talking about something because I guess she's streaming now or something like that. I came with my timeline. I
With
didn't listen to it.
Blueface Child, yeah.
Yeah, and which is also like, what, like, Blueface, really? Is he over there looking like a pear? But anyway, she said something about like how she was moving like a millionaire before she became a millionaire, right? And like, you have to have like a millionaire mentality. And somebody's like, well, how do you be a millionaire mentality when you're broke? I'm like, bitch, it's not about that. It's about the way that you carry yourself. It's about the things that you do to call that in. How do you dress? Like, Diva, when you're putting that like cologne on, or that perfume on, or like that little body oil, because you know I love a little good little body oil, baby. Like, you are dressing up in the energy of luxury. You are dressing up in the energy of elegance, right? So it's like you put that, you know what I'm saying? So that when you feel that vibe. So how do you put that shit on when it comes to your money, when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your ideals, when it comes to your values? You feel what I'm saying? Like, how do you clock into her? How do you clock into him? How do you clock into them? And know that, like, you are already firing on all cylinders, sister. Now it's about you having the framework, the responsibility, the accountability that supports that energy. You can think it into, if you can think it, you can will it into reality. There you go. Just woke you up.
Command it.
Command it.
Ooh,
So
this is
I want you to think about, like, in this chapter, like in this month of February, like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you when you command that energy? Who are you when you are, you know what I'm saying, well fed, well rested? Like, all these things matter. How do you get your mind, your spirit together? Because flags is all like air. It's all like your writing, your journaling. Like, do you need a planner, Diva? Do you need a calendar? Do you need to be using your reminders in your phone? Like, what are the things that you need to do in order to operate in this frequency of like, I'm taking myself and my shit seriously. I'm taking myself seriously. I am the prize. Okay? And you can't tell me anything different. What is this bringing up? Because I see something on the tip. Something's on the tip of your tongue. Your tongue. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's resonating for me, but it's resonating for me in the form of, look, how honest do I want to be? It's resonating in the sense of like it's hitting, it's it's hitting, but for me personally, it is. I feel like I'm cooking. Okay, it's Thanksgiving. The family is coming over, and I got all of my burners on. And the oven and the broiler. Okay. I put the macaroni and cheese in the broiler to get the cheese, that crispy. We would like the cheese a little crispy.
Okay, baby.
I got the turkey in the oven. I have the yams in the oven. I've got the stuffing on the stove. I've got the green beans. I got the rolls in the oven too. And for me, it's like, I'm going to burn this macaroni and cheese. I'm going to, I feel like there's just a lot on my stove. And it makes me feel like the shedding of the snake and the snake skin. It's like I can't continue to, I only have two hands. I can't continue to do all of these things. And then areas that I start lacking in, then they pull you to the carpet, and then you have to recenter your energy and focus on that. And then it's like, the turkey is still in the oven. And so for me, it's like when it's in reverse, it's like, it's in reverse because I'm upside down. I'm juggling too many things. I can't all of the places that I have been, all of the that have got me here. And it's like, I don't know if it's like you gotta pick, but I also, the person in me is like, I can't pick. I need this. I need that. I have to do this. And it's running me down. It really is running me down to the point that I don't have anything left to give. I am constantly always drained. I'm constantly always playing catch up. And it's like, well, if I could just maybe assign the turkey to my mom.
Yes.
Actually say, we're not doing stuffing this year. Taking that off of the burner.
Yes. Child, you got to get, first and foremost, you said it. You have, the first issue is that you signed up for too much. Trying to do everything for everybody because you've done it before. And now it's like, you can still do everything for everybody, but you are not the person that has to do everything. Walk with me. Yeah, you cooking the turkey, you got the mac and cheese, you want to make your special mac and cheese, but can you outsource the turkey from someone else? Can you get somebody on the yams? Your auntie is a shooter when it comes to the yams. She ain't putting no marshmallows in her yams, okay? And that's what you want. So I'm going to call her to do the job. You feel what I'm saying? And it's about you giving that back to people that it needs to be given back to. Okay? I forgot that's today. Glad I heard that. Child, you see, she Voldemort going off in the background. But no, it's about giving things back to people and knowing what you have space for. And it's coming up in reverse because this is all about you having the blueprints, having the calendar, you know what I'm saying? And also scheduling intentional time to rest. I'm not telling you get your calendar full of, you know what I'm saying? Events and opportunities. I'm also saying put some time to be like, no, I'm not talking to nobody that day. I ain't got nothing for nobody that day. I ain't got nothing going on this weekend. I'm blocking my time. You feel what I'm saying? And making those concessions for yourself so that way you can show up the way that you need in the places that need you the most, and knowing that is different every day. And like the thing about it is like sometimes we struggle to relinquish some of those things that we normally do off to others because we've been doing it our way for like so long or whatever. But like, do we also allow the opportunity for a fresh set of eyes, a fresh perspective, a fresh, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she got a different type of rosemary from her store on her side of town that's got a little bit more kick to it. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more taste to it. Like, and I didn't know that because I didn't give you the opportunity to show up. And it's about allowing ourselves, listen, the space to be like, yo, like, if I continue to do what I've always been doing, I am going to continue to feel the way that I have always been feeling. And like, in the words of Nene Leakes, like, is that how you want to feel? Like, okay, like.
But it is the way you're gathering me. And like, I just feel like telling myself that delegating or saying no or allowing something else to handle it is not you being lazy, right? Like it's actually you elevating. It's actually like, because again, I'll be transparent. I am one of those people that like, I've been doing it. Do it. I'll do it. I'll get it done. I don't need you up in here. I can like, you know, I'm very much one of those people. And then I get an attitude if somebody, then it, I don't know why I'm
no, I get it, Diva.
Then if there is someone in my life that does see like, oh, he doing a lot, let me do this. Then I see that they done it. Then I'm like, what you doing? Like, you know, and like it like, ooh, it's such a struggle. But like, again, hearing you talk and just thinking about it, it's like, it's not you being lazy. It's not you giving up. It's actually like you elevating. It's actually you having the capacity. Because, or it's
you done worked yourself up, girl, into a tizzy.
Because I just thought of something that I was about to say, but then I let it sit in my spirit for a second. And it's you thinking about, you used to have to. You used to have to do all of that.
Yeah.
And it's you taking a step back and saying, I don't have to do it all.
Yeah.
I have a team.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I have a support. I have a, like, you know, it's you taking that second and like, yeah. So like that just, you know, that.
Yes, that. And I also want to add to that just because somebody is helping you out does not mean that their help is the finished product. Walk with me. They help to get it to where they get it to, and you may have to do a little fixing around, but you are still not doing the majority, the bulk of the work. That frees up your time. It goes from you having to do it for 3 hours. Now you only have 30 minutes because you've outsourced this to get it that 2 hours and 30 minutes worth of time back. And like, when you a boss, okay, when you a real one, time actually becomes that much more like precious. You know what I'm saying? You actually gagged me in the group chat because I was like, I did just get a manager like a month or two ago, and like for all my stuff. Like I got a management email now. I'm like, whoa, Diva, are we here? Are we here? Are we here? And I think that we are. And it's just about knowing, because I'm like, also, what do I offload to bro? Like, what how does this work? And like finding that routine. And bro has been asking to do it for like 3 years at this point. And I'd be like, no, I'm not, because I don't need it. And I was like, you know what? Just like this. You doing this to yourself, and you ain't believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just let this man help you. Let people help you. I think that's the message, okay? Let people help you. And like, your mind is a wonderland, but why could you have one when you could have two?
Why have two when you can have three?
Oh, okay, because I love an orgy. I'm playing. I love a group set. Okay, I love a group set, Diva.
I'm more of a voyeur, but yeah.
Okay, feel it. Listen, I'd be liking to be in the mix, Diva. Okay, let me get in the mix. Anyway,
I'd be awkward. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Whoops.
Am I in your way? Oh, I'm
You're
so
stupid,
sorry.
girl. You are stupid. Oh my gosh. I want to read the Elder of Flags for y'all. And we will close it out here. It says the Elder of Flags in reverse, power struggle, manipulative, backstabber. The Elder of Flags reverse refers to someone who has been manipulative. Who in your life has been power hungry lately? Is it you? Be honest about your desire for control and your need to have a hand in every pot, so to speak. The Elder Flags can err on the side of gatekeeping when they are moving out of alignment with their goals and can tend to be manipulative when they are not getting their way. It is time to release attachments to those who feel manipulative or as if they don't have your best interests at heart. Being in control and running you off a cliff is not the preferred outcome here. Lack of clarity and indecision is what causes a lack of safety in decision making moving forward. How can you use your logic and your wits to make a decision that helps you get back into action without it feeling like a king trying to override his kingdom? Little by little, get yourself into a space of peace without confrontation or loss of autonomy. This will help you get ownership back in your life and feel like you can sidestep the drama for another day. So, are you your own backstabber? Are you your own manipulative source? You feel what I'm saying? Or also, are there people in your life that are trying to dictate and create what the experience is for you that actually don't have any context for what it is that is best for you? You feel what I'm saying? So it's really about like understanding like you have the space to like take your own power back, which is what we started this whole thing about. We started this whole like conversation around this. And it's like allowing yourself to recognize also who is not on my team the way that I need them to be on my team. Because I need a team, and I need a team that understands me. You know what I'm saying? That knows how to work with me. Because I'm not like these other girls, okay? And I need you to move accordingly because I move accordingly with you. You feel what I mean? And it's all about that in relationship to your desires, your goals, your dreams, because the more that you be having people surrounding you that don't have your best interests at heart, it just moves you out of alignment more and more and more. So this is time for you to kind of like figure out who those people are, what those relationships look like, and where you can separate, because this is not the time to like not be clear-headed about your direction, about like not having the full blueprint, but like at least knowing where you're going. That was a bar. Knowing where you're going. Okay, maybe that's the title of this episode, okay? But I really want you to just like welcome in like this opportunity to get it together and like figure out the plan. You already know the plan. You're already doing all the things. You know what I'm saying? Where can you give a little bit of help, you know, or get a little bit of help? You know what I'm saying? And also, like, the people that have issues with you saying no, which is something that you were discussing earlier, are people that you need to keep your eye on.
And you need to speak up. Like, you know, like you've got to speak up. Sometimes we get complacent and just like, I'm gonna let it go. But sometimes in order to relinquish control or to receive help, you've got to speak up. Your voice has to be heard.
Yes. Like, and when you say your voice, not the curated voice that you have been using to speak with, because the curated voice isn't the real voice. Not you guys. I'm just saying.
Oh, girl.
Not you turn into me, girl. From X-Men, child. That's who you look like. Or a Dragon Ball Z character.
Ooh,
I'm living.
child, the curated voice is wicked work. Oh, get
Yeah.
away from me with this Apollo.
I'm not going nowhere because I'm hitting on
Oh,
something. Because listen, mine be doing the same
ooh.
too. And like what I realize is like I literally speak to dead people and other voices for a job. And you are literally sitting here lying, girl. Like, girl, you're lying. You're lying, and the truth ain't in you. Okay. In the words of Les Mateo, you're a liar, and that's why Derek don't like you. Okay. Like, I cannot sit here and curate that voice when I'm being given the information that needs to be given a certain way. If I'm not moving in that authenticity, I'm not doing my job.
Mm.
You feel at the very core. So it's like I'm not about to mince words. Like I'm like you're gonna get what you're gonna get. And in the words of Tyra Banks, because shout out to her, because that's my mom. Okay, I don't care what anybody got to say. That's my mama. In the words of Candy, y'all can tweet, y'all can text, y'all can say whatever you want. I don't care, because that's my mama. In the words of Mr. J, okay, or Nigel Barker, noted fashion photographer, Nigel Barker. I would much rather have to reel a girl in rather than pull her out.
Mm.
Give more. And then if it's doing too much, we can fix that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not giving enough, what the hell I'm going to do with that? Okay? So I want you to really just like, give me more, give me more, give me. Okay? Like, I want you to channel that. Channel Brittany, okay? Listen, channel Brittany this month. Well, I was about to say Brittany or Megan, or, you could channel Cardi. Whoever your top pop diva is or your top rap diva is, I need you to channel that vibration and just shit on everybody for your own sake. You know what I'm saying? And also know that, like, you putting in effort to create and structure and, like, envision is part of the work as well. And it's also necessary so that way you can keep the fire going. Because, like, bad bitches have bad days and bad bitches need rest too. So make sure you schedule in those rest days, diva. Make sure you get your traveling in. But remember that this month is really like you're coming out and recognizing you're doing a great job. You're actually doing stellar, sister. But now it's time to take yourself seriously. Okay? Time to take yourself seriously and let everybody else know that you're taking yourself seriously too. It's all in the walk. It's all in the riz. It's all in the aura. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, the light is already there. The stars don't have to remind the lights to shine.
You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm just some real fine oh, you just ugly.
Okay. Get into it. That is your reading for the month of February. We have yapped for over an hour, but I think it was appropriate because it was Black History Month, okay? And y'all listen to the episode anyway. It's just a couple extra minutes. So we hope you enjoyed that.
Listen, okay? Well, with that being said, this premonitions wasn't on my bingo card to go how it did, but I am very, very grateful and always grateful for the knowledge, the truth, and the energy that Gary DeAndre provides to us. We are always so grateful. Gary, you're amazing. You're talented. You're loved. You're celebrated. We appreciate you every day, but especially this day on Black History Month, because, Black History Month is just not for the Black people. It's for the gay Blacks as well. And so we, we take that in. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you so much. And a special shout out to Caitlin. Special shout out to Gina. Special shout out to, some of the people that, really get us.
We
Shout
out
out to
here,
the new,
yeah.
yes, shout out to the new listeners, shout out to the old listeners, shout out to the first time listeners. We appreciate you and we invite you to come on this journey with us. This has been your February's Purple Pants Premonitions. Receive it, listen to it, and we will be back in the month of March for March Premonitions. Be well, be safe, you are loved.
And happy birthday, Brice. Last time, because we about to celebrate your birthday. Yeah. And also, Survivor Cookie about to start, Diva. It's about to be crazy out here, sister.
Get ready.
Bye.
It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.